Skip, I'll be the first to admit, I've always been a fairly good athlete, but I've really never thought that I was better than someone because I was black. I thought I was better than you because of my talents. I thought I was better than you because I worked hard. I don't automatically assume anything. And I've been very fortunate, and I think that has a lot to do with how my grandmother brought us up. But to think you are entitled to or you're better than based solely on the color of your skin, and he wants to go. So blacks ain't got no Second Amendment rights, Skip. So see, again, there are certain things that should be only applicable to them.
Mm-hmm.
The Second Amendment, I thought the Second Amendment right said I have the right to bear arms, but I think they were talking about the military, but that's neither here nor there. Says I have the right to bear arms. So it didn't say nothing about the color of your skin, but he believes and racism exists in systemic because of this. So I'm glad he got caught up. I mean, people say a lot of things, and then behind closed doors is totally different. I saw where an Oregon State player, incoming freshman, if I'm not mistaken, got kicked off the team for some of his rhetoric. It's going to start to spill out, and I think, Skip, we might be surprised of some of the people that might be engulfed in something similar, very similar to this.
So you mentioned somebody got angry enough to leak this, to expose this. So let's go deeper into that, because for me, this is a whole new development, a whole nother level that this country is experiencing right now that in my lifetime I have never, ever seen. So this text was leaked onto Twitter by a female acquaintance, I don't know exactly what their relationship was, of Jake Fromm's at Georgia last year.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a girlfriend or just a friend, not sure about that. But she posted the text that was obviously private between the two of them. And what happened was that she also posted another text exchange with another friend of theirs who texted, Jake has called me 3 times, please take down what you just posted because he's in trouble over it. And she said, I can't, it's not right. And she went on to explain, female acquaintance, and by the way, obviously white, of Jake Fromm, I don't want to see him go down, but I know part of helping the cause on my end is to call out things like this.
Right.
And if anything, I don't think he'll get fired, but I think he might have to make a statement, which would be good. Well, he obviously, he had to make a big statement, big apology, right?
Yes.
So everybody out there, think with me about this. A white female acquaintance, look back at her text messages, one that stuck in her craw, stuck in her psyche from last year. And she said, and I looked at her Twitter site last night, she is on fire with outrage over George Floyd. So she's so caught up in this cause, the black community's cause, that she finally decided, I can't stay silent on this. I'm going to expose what he texted me last year.
Right.
Is it fair? I don't know, you can argue friend to friend, it's not fair. But is it right? She's saying it's right.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Right.
And it's to the point I keep telling you, again, I'm looking at it from a white perspective, but every time I turn on a protest, a demonstration, a march, I am pleasantly shocked that young white people are coming out in droves to support their black brothers and sisters, and it feels different to me.
It does.
In my younger days, there was a thing called white guilt, where white people just felt guilty. This didn't feel like guilt to me. It feels like love. Right?
Feels like they want the change. They want America to be a representation, equal representation for everyone.
Okay. So then she posts also the text exchange with her friend who says they're talking about dropping him right now, as in cutting him.
Yeah.
And this woman who posted the Jake Fromm text said, how is that my fault that he's going to get fired for this? How is that my fault?
Right.
She's doing her part.
Right.
Okay. You good with that?
Skip, I'm always leery of stuff because, Skip, when I get text messages, I just disregard them. And I'm always leery of people that save hoard text messages because why are you doing that? If you and I get into a disagreement, are you going to leak something to try to embarrass me or to try to make me look bad? That's what I believe that you would try and do. And so for me, Skip, obviously, I've had text between, acquaintances. And I haven't said anything incriminating. I haven't been racial or anything like that. But I'm always a little leery of that when people hold text messages, Skip, I'm always like, why are you doing that? I mean, what's the end game? And for me, Skip, okay, he apologized. He apologized for getting caught. Skip, it's hard for me to believe that you have something embedded in you for 21 years, and you make an apology, a 50-word apology, and that just like that, you're healed.
Okay, I agree with you. The way this was exposed is not right to me.
Right.
But what got exposed is so wrong that you say, okay, I got it. And he did show you his private, she showed you his private side.
Yes, yes.
That you would immediately condemn as, that's as racist as it gets,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And I loved what Terry Godwin of the Jaguars tweeted